Yo, what's up, Spell Basketball family? And this is your host, Aslan Williams, and this is the Spell Basketball Podcast. All right, y'all, the best two words in basketball, Game 7, which happens tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ABC, where we will have the Oklahoma City Thunder and your Indiana Pacers in a Game 7 for all the marbles, okay? Now, let's talk about Game 6 a little bit before we get started. Actually, before we get started talking about Game 6, go on and hit that subscribe button right there. Help me reach my goal. We're almost at 300, y'all. I appreciate all the love and support that y'all been giving me. But go on and hit that subscribe button. Also, I know you see kind of like some, undone stuff in the back. We are building our studio. We're building the Spell Basketball Studio. So, we're moving up in the world, people. All right, we're moving up in the world. But yes, we are now in our unfinished studio, but we are building it up. So I'm super excited. We have a place where we can have our show. All right. So hopefully there's going to be, we'll have NBA players at our studio one day, but it's all going to be good. But again, thank y'all for your support. Again, hit that subscribe button. But let's go on and talk about Game 6. Now, in Game 6 of these NBA Finals, Indiana dominated the Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, the Thunder didn't look like Thunder at all. I mean, it was really tough for the Thunder to do anything in that game. Some of the stats here, we'll go over it real quick. After Jalen Williams, J-Dub, has a 40-point game in Game 5, he has 16 points in Game 6, all right? Chet Holmgren, only 4 points in that game. Hartenstein, 10. Lou Dort, only 3. And then Shai Gilgeous, 21 points. Now, excuse me, for anybody else, like 21 points is a good outcome. But for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's averaging around 33 points a game in these finals, that's kind of like, dang, he got locked up, all right? They weren't making a lot of shots. Speaking of that, they shot only 41.9% from the field in this game. 26.7 from 3. Now, we all know that Oklahoma City is a very good three-point shooting team, but not in Game 6. They were not, all right? Off the bench, the only other person who really showed up, Isaiah Joe with 11 points. He only played 14 minutes. Alex Caruso, who's been playing well all series long, had a goose egg, had 0 points in this game. Wiggins only 5, Cason Wallace only 2, only playing 13 minutes for Cason Wallace. But Oklahoma City just got dominated in that game 6. Let's move over to Indiana real quick. Aaron Nesmith hit a couple big threes. He had 10 points. Pascal Siakam, 16. Miles Turner still hasn't had a breakout game. Maybe we'll see that in Game 7. I don't know. But 3 points for Miles Turner. Andrew Nembhard came up big, and he had 17 points in the game. Now, off the bench, this is where they showed up. The bench for Indiana showed up big. Obi Toppin with 20 points. TJ McConnell, who's been playing extremely well, saw a graphic the other day saying, does he deserve to potentially win Finals MVP if the Indiana Pacers go on to win in Game 7. There's a strong argument for it. I do still think that Pascal Siakam would win it. Granted that the Indiana Pacers won, but 12 points off the bench for TJ McConnell. I mean, he's a dog. He's playing hard. He's playing aggressive. He's playing with pace. He's playing defense. He had 4 steals last game. So just TJ McConnell was just all over the place last game. Yeah, and so the starters, though, Haliburton only 14 points. And the good thing, Haliburton's dealing with that calf injury. He has a calf strain. He hit some big threes. Haliburton came in. He hit 3 threes. Had 14 points and 5 assists. Wasn't doing too much. But the good thing for Haliburton was he only played 22 minutes in that Game 6, which was important as to why the Indiana Pacers, took care of business, because it also gave Haliburton a little bit more rest for Game 7, where, like I said, this is for the championship. This is for all the marbles. So everybody's going to have to give it their all on both teams. So that was really good that not only did the Indiana Pacers get to give Haliburton some rest, but their starters also got to get some rest in that fourth quarter, as did the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I know early in the fourth quarter, Mike Daigneault decided to take out the starters, and so Oklahoma City was able to get rest too. So again, Game 7 tomorrow. For all the marbles, people, there's no two better words than a Game 7. in the NBA. All right, especially when it comes down to winning a championship. So we will see what happens. But Game 6 was a great game. Again, dominant game from the Indiana Pacers. I was very surprised to see that. I kind of think, I think Oklahoma City is going to win. As y'all know, I keep saying Oklahoma City is going to win. I am going for the Pacers, but I do believe that Oklahoma City Thunder will capture their first franchise title. But with the way that the Pacers played in that game, and again, half the game really without Tyrese Haliburton, you begin to wonder, with the closeout game that Oklahoma City had, and they've been playing well on the road, does that mess with them mentally a little bit? Now, they have only, when it comes to back-to-back games, they were a record of 18-2 this year. So they haven't really lost consecutive games all year long. They've only done it twice this whole entire 2024-2025 season. So, the odds are really, in favor of OKC to do this. But again, this is an Indiana Pacers team that is very resilient and has shown that they can come up big in big moments like these. And so, I think it would be kind of crazy if, it came down to Tyrese Haliburton getting the last shot and he just happens to win the NBA championship, off of another clutch shot that he's been hitting all playoffs long. So that would be crazy if that happened. I would love for that to happen. I will be wearing my Reggie Miller jersey tomorrow, just so y'all know. But you would think I'm a Pacers fan at this point just because I really want the Pacers to win this finals. But it's going to be a good series. It's going to be a good game, Game 7. It's been a great series. It's a good basketball series. If you're a basketball fan and a basketball aficionado, this is what you wanted to see. You have Oklahoma City, who's been dominant all year long. You kind of have the underdog and the Indiana Pacers, who have been playing well all season, but also just turned it up 3 notches when it got to the playoffs. And so you have, with a lot of people say, the Cinderella team, the Indiana Pacers, versus the dominant Oklahoma City Thunder. But again, if we go back to even last season with the Indiana Pacers in the playoffs, they have been consistent, all right? They are that team. They are resilient. They are tough. They play defense. They're fast-paced. They're good offensively. So Indiana has the full package, and I can honestly see Indiana being in the mix of things for the next few seasons, just like OKC in the West. So, again, this has been, I think, the matchup that needed to happen for the NBA this season, especially in the playoffs. And I'm here for it. I've been here for it. And I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow in Game 7 to cap off an amazing 2024-2025 season for the NBA. All right. So tomorrow, Game 7. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ABC. Y'all tune in. I want to hear who y'all have winning that game tomorrow, okay? Do you have the Oklahoma City Thunder or do you have the Indiana Pacers, all right? But until then, again, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling-ling-ling. Hit the bell, all right? Help me get to my goal of 300 subscribers. We're almost there. And then we going up to 400. And then we going up to 500. And then we just going to hop to 1 million. All right. That's my goal. All right. So I thank God for you all. Thank you for my watchers. Again, after the finals end, we hopping straight all things WNBA. All right. Which this WNBA season has gotten off to a great start. Lots of chippiness surrounding Caitlin Clark, surrounding a lot of different teams. There's been a lot of chippiness going on. But again, I'm here for it. We saw Gabby Williams get her first double-double last night with the Seattle Storm defeating the Las Vegas Aces, with Asia Wilson coming back from her concussion protocol injury. But Seattle's looking good. Phoenix, 11-4 right now. They're looking very good coming out of the West. Again, a great surprise from the Golden State Valkyries, who are above 500 right now, and then just defeated the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark the other night. So keep your eye out on the Golden State Valkyries. They are a team up and coming, especially for their first year as a franchise. I'm excited to see where they go. But, of course, the dominant, New York Liberty, they're up there. The Minnesota Lynx, I believe, have only lost 1 game. So WNBA is heating up. We're getting into, halfway, first quarter form in the WNBA, and it's only going to get better from here. Major growth from Angel Reese taking more of a leadership role. Still kind of having some ups and downs as far as consistency across the board, but she also did just have her first triple-double of her career. So again, Angel Reese's game is growing. I don't care if you like her or not. The girl she's a fighter, and she's going to keep growing. She's going to continue to get better. Let her get a jump shot. I'm sorry, if she can get a consistent jump shot and have confidence in the jump shot, because I believe she does have somewhat of one. It's going to be kind of dangerous for a lot of women in the league. So again, we'll cover a lot of that. Again, we're going to start having Who'd You Rathers again, throwback hoop lessons again. We're going to get back into the origination of spell basketball. But don't forget to subscribe. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, all right? But until next time, we will have a video on Tuesday recapping not only the NBA season, but the NBA Finals as well. And again, hopping straight into the WNBA season. But this is your host. I am Aslan Williams with the stats, the facts, and all that. This is the Spell Basketball Show. I hope y'all have a blessed day.